welcome back to the 30-day Back to Me challenge. This challenge is all about coming back to yourself, showing up for yourself, and making this small amount of time to connect to yourself. In all honesty, this is the second time I'm filming this video. The first time we had a lot of issues with my dog knocking the camera over. My light broke halfway through and you couldn't see me. And I reached a point where I almost was like, I'm not doing this. We'll just not do Sunday. Sunday will be a rest day. And then I was like, we're 30 days into this challenge. It's about showing up, show up. Try one more time. So here you are. This is your Supine Sunday class. This is all on the floor. It's all relaxed. Because showing up for yourself doesn't mean that you have to go hard. It doesn't mean that it has to be a long yoga practice. It means that you come to your mat every day. You take 10 minutes, maybe it's 30, maybe one day you have 75 minutes to do a full class. It doesn't matter. Showing up for yourself means that you give yourself this moment to show up. And that's what we're trying to build here, is a habit of showing up, no matter how long it is. Maybe it's just 3-minute down dog in the morning. That's still showing up for yourself. So with that said, let's make our way onto our backs and get started. So start today with the feet relatively wide, the knees knock in toward one another. Bring your arms wherever it's comfortable. I'm going to keep my hands here on my belly to help keep me grounded. But if you'd like, you can reach the arms up overhead. Bring the arms out wide to a T. Your practice, your choice. Take this time to let everything slow down. Slowly bring your hands back by your side. Heel toe the feet back to center. And you'll start by crossing the left ankle over the right knee. You can rock the legs side to side. Already starting to feel into the low back, the hips. And keep this rocking motion, either staying here or slowly lifting the right leg, bringing the legs closer to the body. When you're ready, you can hold onto your shin or your thigh. And slowly making your way into stillness. And once you find that stillness, release into the support of the floor beneath you. Relax the muscles of the face and jaw, relax the shoulders. Try to let go of all of the thoughts and bring your focus just to what you're feeling in that left leg. And then from here, you can slowly start to release the right leg. Bring the arms out wide to a T. Keep keep the legs just as they are and let them fall over to the right side of the mat. Oh, here we have a visitor. You can stay here with your arms out wide, or I like to take my left arm and wrap it around my head. This way I get a deeper stretch through the left side of my body, through the rib cage, through the armpit. And for me, I hold a lot of tension in these areas. And once you get to where you're going, let yourself relax and release. Just a few more deep breaths here. London, baby, go back to bed. Go back to bed. And gently come back to center. Keep the legs just as they are. Bring the arms out wide to a T once more, and let the legs fall over this time to the left. London, baby. Gonna take London out. So if having your left ankle crossed on top of your right thigh is too much for you today, you can uncross that left ankle and bring the leg to the floor. Again, this is about showing up. And showing up doesn't mean you go to your deepest every day. Sometimes you need to be on the floor. Sometimes you need to find a little bit of relaxation. Sometimes you just need to be gentle with yourself and what's happening. And come back to center. From here, you'll take the hips, shift them over to the left side of the mat. Bring your legs to the right, and then move your torso over to the right as well. So you're making a big C shape with the body. And then you could cross one ankle over the other. I like to cross the inside ankle, in this case, the right ankle over the left. Other people prefer the other way around, the left over the right. Try both, see what works for you. And then relax back into stillness. And when you're ready, slowly bring everything back to center. Take a full body stretch. Reach out through the fingers and toes. And then bend the left knee. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Start to rock from side to side. Then start to bring the legs in, keeping the rocking motion. When you feel ready, you can hold on to the shin or the thigh. Pull the legs in, let the eyes close. Find stillness. Take a few more deep breaths. And start to release that left leg. Bring the foot to the floor. Bring your arms out wide to a T. Let the right foot fall over to the left. Legs stay just as they are. And then if you'd like, you have the option to take that right arm, reach it up and overhead. I like this because it just deepens that side body stretch, and in many of our bodies, lateral flexion or side bending isn't something that we experience a lot in our day-to-day lives. And these muscles running along the side from the armpit to the hip can get really tight, just like the stabilizing muscles of the legs, because they're responsible for holding us up. But the twist is, in holding us up, they become tight, they contract, and they can actually lead to worsening posture. So adding little side bends in when it feels good can greatly improve just the way you feel in your back throughout the day, how you hold yourself when you're seated. And at least for me, I find side bends really energizing. Opening up that space, standing taller. And keep the legs just as they are. Start to bring everything back to center. And this time you'll drop it over to the right. So again, if this ankle crossed on top of the knee is too much, you can release, bringing the right foot down. And you can probably still hear London panting in the background. But this is showing up. Starting routines, starting new habits. is hard because we don't think about the obstacles, we think about the benefits. But the benefits take longer than the obstacles. There's always going to be an obstacle to a new routine, a new habit. There's going to be days where things don't run smoothly, where you're done except for your camera. But the point is to keep going. To keep making that time for yourself, even when it's really hard. Even when you're tired. Especially when you're tired. And bring the legs back to center. Uncross the ankle. Shift the hips over to the right. And extend the legs to the left. Reach the arms and shoulders also over to the left, and you have the option here to cross one ankle over the other. I like the inner leg. Try both on this side as well. Each side is different, so what you did on the last may not feel as good on this side. But here you want to make sure that that right hip, that outer hip, is still really firmly planted on the floor. You don't want to roll over to the left side. You want to still be pretty flat. And then settle into stillness once again. Let your breath help in releasing that tension in the right side of the rib cage. When you're ready, slowly uncross the ankle. Start to bend the knees, bring everything back to center. Reach through the fingers and toes, take a full body stretch. And then relax everything down, let the eyes close. Notice how you feel now versus the beginning. You didn't do anything rigorous. You laid down the whole time. But still you feel different. Accountability, showing up for yourself, new routines, they're not about the quantity. It's about the quality of the time you spend connecting to yourself. So whether it's a down dog first thing in the morning, or a full vinyasa class, you took that time. a really deep breath in. Exhale, pull everything into a little ball. Curl the head up once again. Rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, gently rock yourself up to a seat. And I want to thank you for showing up today. Thank you for sticking through the practice.